Richmond International Raceway is the location for stop number 27 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series for the season. As season heads down to the nitty gritty here, and in this race for the championship, as this track here, if you know how it is usually in our series that we do, off-on series that we do, well, this could be a wild card right here because Richmond is usually survival of the fittest, just like Bristol, but we'll see what happens here. Today we're here for the running of the Toyota Care 400, and here comes the command. The command's will be coming up in just a few minutes. But here's the starting line for today's running event. On the pole is William Brock, number 4, the Kodak Film Chevy. He won the season at Rockingham. Going to be alongside Dylan Poteet, the 22 Maxwell House Ford is alongside. Former winner here. In fact, he got his first Cup Series victory right here at Richmond back in Season 1. Row 2 is Charles Sanford, 24 DuPont Chevrolet, and number 98, the Bojangles Ford of Seth Cole. Seth, he has the winner race this season. Charles has won 3 this season so far. The first Pocono, the first Talladega, and the 600 at Charlotte. Third row, Jesse Turner, the 71, the STG Chevrolet, and Keith Batson, winner at Sonoma this season, the Texaco Haviland Ford, car number 28. Fourth row is Preston Plord, number 18, the Interstate Batteries Chevrolet. Came close to victory at Darlington, the last race on the tour, but fell just a bit short. He'll be alongside number 8, Eli Bright, the winner this season in the Daytona 500, winner this season. On the row number 5, we'll have car 26, Sky Cummins in the Quaker State Ford, and Jessica Shelton, number 11, the Budweiser Ford. Her wins this season came at the first Darlington race, along with the race at Texas. Going to row number 6, we'll have car number 6, the Valvoline Ford of Becca Tellier. Her win this season came at New Hampshire. And two-time winner this season, Jonathan Zorlin, the number 25 Kodiak Chevy, on the hot streak, looking for 3 in a row. He won the night race at Bristol and the Southern 500 at Darlington. Next row down has the points leader, Cole Deaver, in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet. His wins this season came at Atlanta, Martinsville, and Riverside. And Jay Jefferson, the Talladega winner this season, in the Tide Chevrolet, car number 5. Next row down is Dylan Young, number 2, the More Genuine Draft Pontiac, winning both Michigan races this season, along with the Brickyard 400 at Indy. He'll be alongside Johnny Gardner, the Hooters Ford, car number 7. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's event. And our third camera will lie in this car, Joshua Osborne, number 15, the Motorcraft Ford. Alongside of him will be two-time winner this season, Quentin Moore, winning the season at the second Pocono race, along with the first race at North Wilkesboro. Next row down, we'll have car number 52, Zachary Fitzwater, in the Napa Auto Parts Ford. And going for the Richmond Suite, Kyle Matthews, number 42, in Melly Yellow Pontiac. He won there, along with the first race at Bristol and the road course at Watkins Glen. Next row down, Simon Bloomfield, number 9, the Orkin Pest Control Ford, and number 14, the Kellogg's Cornflakes Chevrolet of Nicholas Wade. Next row down has number 1, Diego Yepes, the Skull Classic Ford. And beside him would be 27, Riley Spurley Tube in the McDonald's Ford, car number 27. Next row down has Mitchell Collins, the Pepsi 400 winner at Daytona, the Dirt Devil Pontiac. And number 44, Mike Becker, the STP Pontiac. A pair of yellow cars have this next row. Number 30, Ty Dent, the Pennzoil Pontiac. And the Country Time Chevrolet Country Time Ford, car 68 of TJ Dent, the Dent brothers, on the same row. Next row down is Paul Minnick, number 90, the Heiligmeyer Stores Ford, and number 12, the Meineke Ford of Rob Evans. Next row down has number 55, Nathan Orman, the Jasper Engines Ford, and number 75, the Factory Stores of America Ford of James Henry. Next row down has number 83, Vince Almarego, the Purex Detergent Ford, and number 31, Goodrich Mom and Pop Chevrolet of Jose Mills. Starting next row down will be number 33, Ryan Brommer, the Skull Bandit Chevy, and number 17, Zach Winkle in Western Auto Chevrolet. And starting shotgun in the field will be Kat Batson, number 16, the Keystone Beer Planners Ford. So 60 laps of action on this 3/4 mile racetrack at Richmond, Virginia. As here comes the command to fire the engines for the Toyota Care 400.
Drivers, start your engines!
See the field rolling off of pit road right here as the field of 37 strong will begin their quest for victory here at Richmond. Points battle here. Cole Beaver leads Jessica Shelton by 187 points coming into this event. But the positions 3 on down to 6 is separated by just 44 points. That would be, and we'll talk about that here in just a few minutes as the field comes off corner number 4. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at Richmond. Charles Stanford sticking his nose at that DuPont Chevy to the inside of William Brock's number 4 as they go into turn number 3. And Charles will lead the first lap here as they come off turn number 4 to the start-finish line. Jesse Turner now takes second position away position away, but here he comes to the inside of Stanford for the lead, and he's going to take it in the turn off turn number 4. And Jesse Turner takes the lead here. Preston Porter's going to try to go to second position. He's got it with Sky Cummins behind him in third, and Becca Tellier, who won this race a couple seasons back, she's trying for 4th position in the Valvoline Ford. And Preston Porter's going to take the number 1 spot here at Richmond as he's going to take the lead away. Tell you what, we may have 60 lead changes the way this is going here at Richmond because everybody's wanting to lead here today. And now Sky Cummins, could he become the 4th different leader here as they come off the 4th turn? I'd say this is not the Richmond that we are accustomed to for sure. As Sky Cummins takes the number 1 spot away as he takes the quicker state forward to the lead. But now Becca Tellier, she wants to take the lead herself, and she may become the 5th different leader as they come off the 4th turn in 5 laps. See what happens here, and Becca's is indeed going to take the lead. KB Enterprise is now at the top spot, and William Brock's going to move inside and say, hey, this is fun, I want to join in too, and I have not yet led a lap today. After all, Brock was the pole sitter for the event as they come off the 4th turn here as he gets by Tellier now. And now Brock's going to take the lead, and Jesse Turner's crashed off turn number 4. Oh, and we got our usual Richmond pileup. Shelton's in it. I don't think she's damaged up, though. But Jonathan Zorlin is in that 25 car. Along with a 90 of Paul Minnick. Mike Becker, saw him spun. Damage to Rob Evans' car, number 12. And Shelton having a hard time getting her car to straighten up there as they come off turn number 2. Kyle Matthews looks like he may be damaged up. Yes, he is in that 12, in that 42 car. Well, no time like the present to see what happened in replay here, and it's to cause the first yellow flag to fly. But it did all start with Jesse Turner in the 71 car. I tell you, that poor guy cannot seem to get a break this season here. His best finish was a 2nd. He was in between Joshua Osborne and Dylan Young, and they got 4-1 off the 4th turn. Young gets right into Preston Porter's car, sends Preston into Jesse Turner, and it sends him right into the wall. And then Diego Yepes rears Charles Sanders' car, and Jessica Shelton gets turned by I think it was Jay Jefferson in the 5. Jose Mills spins as well. Spurley Tube's involved. There's, I think, TJ Dent. We see him in there. Johnny Gardner's in the middle of this, but I don't think he got turned. And they went right in and then Shelton actually goes right into the inside of pit wall, in the inside pit wall, and she spins out again. But I think that was just out of frustration, I think, on Jess's part. But anyway, take a ride with our in-car cameras here. First from Johnny Gardner's view. Oh, that rewind it back a bit too far. Inside Johnny Gardner's view. And from inside Dylan Young's point of view. So that all happened here. Jesse Turner is going to remain a lap down here in the 71 cars. We watch Sky Cummins leading the race in the 26 car as he is the leader here today. So far, after this week coming off the completion of 12 laps, in fact, 11 laps. In fact, we're going to get the first restarted next time by. Cars out of the race. Mike Becker's out of the race. Rob Evans is out, and so is Paul Minnick. He's also out of the race here. And several cars getting shuffled as far as the positions are concerned. So top 10 right now is Sky Cummins lead. Second position is William Brock. Third is Eli Bright. Fourth position now is the 26th car of Becca Tellier. Joshua Osborne is in fifth position. Sixth right now is Zachary Fitzwater. Going seventh right now will be Quentin Moore in 21. Then Cole Devers in eighth right now. Ninth is Dylan Young, and 10th is Simon Bloomfield. That's how they will run here. After now 12 laps, green flag is back out. Jesse Turner on the inside. He is a lap down, trying to get back on the lead lap, but his car is slow getting up through the gears, and that's not going to be good news for that number 71 car. And let's keep our eye on that 71 car, because sometimes lap cars. And I think I heard somebody spin. And Zach Winkle and Raleigh Spurley Tube has got together going in turn number 3. Zorlin again's crashing. This time the car heavily damaged. So Zorlin will not make it 3 in a row here here at Richmond as he had won at Bristol and he won at Darlington, but he will not make it 3 in a row. Yep, and it all started going down the backstretch, I believe. Dylan Poteet and Keith Batson. And I think Preston Plord might have got into it as well. Off in the times of trouble spot is turn number 2, and that's where it all began right here. Preston Plord got turned by Seth Cole, and then that turned Preston right into Poteet's car, and he crashes right into Batson's car. It's going to move them all right back up the track, right into the 17 of Zach Winkle. Whew, how did Shelton get through that in the 11 car? That was close. Yeah, I see. Zorlin got into the crash there. James Henry, Jose Mills, I think, got through that. Good driving on his part. And Spurley too, I think, yeah, he got into the 17 of Winkle's car, and Nicholas Wade spun coming off the 4th turn, so. And there is the battered up remains of that 25 Kodiak Chevy. And he, no secret, is out of the race. So, tough break for Jonathan Zorlin, who, yep, it was a valve problem, but I think there's more internal problems than that. Nicholas Wade's been knocked out of the race because of a crash as well. So, but anyway, as I said, tough break for Zorlin because he had been on such a tear after winning, as I said, the night race at Bristol, and he also won the Southern 500 at Darlington. Dominated the Bristol race for sure, leading all 75 laps, but Richmond has not been kind to the Kodiak bunch. All right, so again, set for green flag racing. Let's try this again after caution number 2 flying here. Sky Commons remains the leader of the race. In fact, the top 10 didn't quite change. In fact, the only change in the top 10 we have is Becca Toyer moving in the 5th position as the green flag back out. We're back underway. Let's try this again. Looks like nobody's been turned yet as they go through the 3rd and 4th turns here. Cole Deaver drives low on the 71 car of Jesse Turner. Now Turner's going to pick on Simon Bloomfield in the number 9 car. Seth Cole goes by. Charles Samper's gone by, and now several of the others have gone by. And Ty Dent's got turned in the 30 car. And oh my gosh! Another big crash has happened. Shelton's crash. That's gonna hurt her in the points. Ryan Brommer, Ty Dent, Kat Batson. She was the one that we saw pancaked up in the air. And Eli Bright, I think, is gonna be a leader of the race now in the number 8 car. Well, you remember this how the first Richmond race was. It was an absolute wreck fest in the first Richmond race this season, and they're picking up right where they left off in this visit. It's a shame for Ty Dent. Dent was running pretty good. He was running 17th when this all happened, and Jay Jefferson decides to bump him out of the way right there. Dent's going to go into the inside wall, pancakes the side of that number 30 car, goes back up the track. I think it's going to go right into Keith Batson. Nope, he's going to go right into the 33 car of Batson spun and it just flipped over to 16 car of Kat Batson after she got the hit from Shelton. Johnny Gardner, somehow he's damaged up in the crash. And if you look through the windshield, Shelton's face is about as red as her car. Yeah, Poteet, he's damaged up in the 22 car. And Johnny Gardner had one of our in-car cameras, so let's take a ride from his view on what happened. He missed the crash the last time. This time I don't think he did. There's where Ty Dent got turned into the wall. Looks like another track right into... Oh, that's what happened to Batson. He hit the inside of the end of the pit wall. Batson hit the end of the pit wall is what happened, and let's look at what happened to him. I wonder how fast he was going, and Ty Dent just missed him. Batson was in the clear at this point too, and suddenly his car got loose coming off the 4th turn. And then that's where everybody just piled right into Batson's car, and he flipped as well, as did his teammate. Yeah, and there's where Gardner crashed into him. Kat Batson crashed into him, and that's what got Shelton into the crash as well. And boy, the three of those cars there, TJ Dent, Preston Plord, and the who was the car behind Plord? I think it was it was Jose Mills. Yeah, those three made it through the crash very well. pace car lights are off now as we're going to get set for green flag after the third caution flag of the day. We are not even halfway home to this race there. We're 25 and 60 into the books. We will be after and when green flag falls. Darned allergies. But anyway, but Eli Bright's now your leader of the race. The Daytona 500 champion is the leader of the race, Eli Bright. The second position is William Brock. Third is Becca Tellier. Fourth is Sky Commons. Fifth right now is Zachary Fitzwater. And Quentin Moore. Sixth. Seventh is Joshua Osborne. Eighth is Cole Deaver. Nathan Orman's now moving in the ninth position in the Jasper Engines Ford. And in the 10th position now is Dylan Young. More cars out of the race, including Jessica Shelton. That's going to kill her points-wise. Ty Den's out of the race. Johnny Gardner's out of the race. Keith Basson's out of the race. Kat Basson's out of the race. As the nutrition list building up here at Richmond. As let's try this again here at Richmond as we're on lap number 26. William Brock now takes the lead in number 4 cars. As we have some epic battles going on right now as they come off the second turn. I hope they're done wrecking at this point. And Dylan Young also almost got. You saw Dylan Young in the background got sideways coming off the fourth turn or off turn number 2, as he's trying to get himself back in line. It's right behind Jose Mills. And so we continue to watch this battle now up in the front of the pack here as Eli Bright's now the leader, racing number 8 car. Scott Combs now moved in the second place. Then third is now Zachary Fitzwater, number 52. William Brock's dropped from first to fourth position as they come off the fourth turn. Cole Deaver, now he's got a chance to extend his points lead even more now with Shelton out of the race. Remember, the points lead was 187 coming into Richmond, so it's going to be probably ballooned to well over 200 probably right now if Deaver hangs on the way he's at or even improves. I tell you what, you talk about having a lot of good luck going your way, and Deaver's indeed got a lot of that. Joshua Osborne, meantime, there he hopes to have some luck go his way to try to get his first victory of the season, and same with Seth Cole behind him in 98 as they come off the fourth turn now. Osborne now up in the fifth position. Sixth right now is Seth Cole. On board Joshua Osborne's car. Running right behind Eli Bright in the number 8 Rambessis Ford. As Sky Cummins is now the leads in the Quaker State Ford. Sky Cummins, I think, and I tell you what, Sky Cummins has been one of those guys to watch here as the last few races, because he's been very solid all season long, and he is, in fact, knocking on the door of the top 10 in the points, or trying to at least, and trying to get that very first victory in his career. And well, after all, we saw Jonathan Swann and Jay Jefferson both do it this season, so Cummins may be the next one in line. And if he keeps running like he is right now, he may possibly get it today, but we'll see. He's got some pretty tough challenges, though, with the 4 car of William Brock, who now takes the lead from him. Brock, in fact, almost won Richmond last season, or a couple seasons back, whichever it was, but got past on the final lap of that event. And Brock would like to get revenge on that as he brings that yellow number 4 off the second turn. And here comes number 26 of Cummins again to the inside. And Cummins is going to take the lead back there. So lead change after lead change here, Richmond. That's very unusual. This competition has seen so far 2 or 3 caution flags in about a span of about a few laps. But We're now into a green flag run as you see Quentin Moore taking the Morgan Shepherd colors up to the position now. And that's going to put him now third place. Quentin, the former winner here, Richmond, and they're 3 wide off the second turn. And that shoved Eli Bright out of the way, and now Jay Jefferson and Joshua Osborne go toe-to-toe with each other. And here comes that black number 3, Cole Deaver, as he takes the Dale Earnhardt GM Goodwrench colors up to the field, as only the Intimidator would. But I tell you what, the car on the move is that red number 15, Joshua Osborne, up to third spot now, trying to get his first victory of the season, as we said before. And Jay Jefferson in the 5 car looking for his second win of the season. Deaver looking for his 4th, and Moore looking for his 3rd of the season. And this man looking for his 1st, Sky Cummins, and William Brock's looking for his 2nd of the season. So that's the way everything's going right now, as we're now down to 20 laps to go. Preston Plord and the 71 of Jesse Turner both up ahead. They're both a lap down. Jesse Turner, in fact, I think is what? He is now 2 laps down now. And Preston Plord is now on the high side. He's going to let Brock go, so now he is no longer on the lead lap. And Dylan Pote is going to be the same way as well. Plord and Pote, you remember, got caught up in earlier melees this event. So William Brock off the second turn, and now here comes that 26 car, Sky Commons, as he's trying to make the move on the 4 car. Chevrolet in first, Ford in second. We got a Chevrolet in third now with Cole Deaver. He's in third position. 4th is Jay Jefferson. 5th now is Zachary Fitzwater, as he's gotten by Seth Cole, and Eli Bright's going to get by him as well. And well, Poteet and Seth Cole rubbed fenders together as they come off the 4th turn, and I think we're under yellow for the 3rd time today. Looks like. And I don't know if it was either the 33 or the 17 that caused the yellow flag to fly. We're going to keep an eye on the pace car, see where the yellow flag flew. Yep, there's where the pace car's lights started flashing. It was Jesse Turner again, and the 71 got turned. Well, Jesse Turner's just been bounced around like a little silver ball in a pinball machine here as they come off the 4th of turn number 2. And Dylan Young just blatantly turns the 71 and then just make contact with the 68 car of TJ Dent. And so the 71 car got turned of Jesse Turner, and that's gonna threw out the yellow flag for the 3rd time today. So 3 cars are now on the tail end of the lead lap, as we're going to get the restart here with 11 laps to go. See if hopefully we can get all 11 completed under green, I hope. Because this is shaping up to be a pretty good finish here between the 4, the 26, and the 3 cars at least. And maybe throw the 5 and the 52 all in there. As they come off turn number 4, green flag back out. We're back underway. William Brock looking for his 2nd victory of the season. He and Sky Commons break away. Cole Deaver breaks away from the lap traffic, and here they come off turn number 2. Lap traffic didn't quite wasn't quite clear. Well, now Deaver and Jefferson both are as they come off the fourth turn, but this is going to be pretty messy here. In the meantime, we got a battle for the lead here as Sky Commons takes the lead back now at 10 laps to go. These have been the two strongest cars, the 26 and the 4 cars. They have been the strongest cars all day long. Jefferson up to third position. Deaver back to fourth. Fifth is now Fitzwater, and Fitzwater moves inside. And he's going to take Eli Bright with him in the 8 cars. They come off the fourth turn now. And, oh, this is going to get messy right there. Poteet's holding up Sanford, Tellier, and Mitchell Collins. And now TJ Dents is now inside. Dylan Young, Ormond, Spurley Tube. And finally, Sanford and Tellier are saying screw it, and they get by both Plord and Poteet. And Vince Almarego in the 83 car, some of those guys need a call here today because they have been solid. TJ Denson up in the top 10, so is Nathan Ormond. And Spurley Tube and Vince Almarego having some good runs as well. So some of these drivers are deserving a call here today. And meantime, battle for the lead again. Brock and Commons are back at it again. Which one of these two is going to blank first? That's pretty much going to be the question here. Average speed maybe down to just under 82 miles per hour. But I'll tell you what, we may about to see a good finish here today. And Brock off the fourth turn now. He's going to have now 4 laps to go. And don't count that 52 Zachary Fitzwater out just yet. He's now up to second place now. Eli Bright's now getting into it there as Sky Commons has now moved up to the high side and dropping back now. And Eli Bright's closing in now in that number 8 car. Here he comes to the inside of Fitzwater. Trying to catch that number 4 Kodak Chevy, but I don't know if they are going to. They've been still about like what we saw last season with Tellier and Sanford. 2 laps to go. It's now down to just 4600ths of a second now, so 400ths a lap is not going to cut it. As off the fourth turn, William Brock's going to see the white flag. He'll have 1 lap to go here at Richmond. Keeping that car just as straight as an arrow here as the number 4 car has pretty much been the dominant car all day long. And he's got 2 more turns to negotiate. And the number 4 Kodak Film Chevrolet out of Morgan McClure Motorsports. Off the fourth turn, William Brock wins the Toyota Care 400 here at Richmond. And a very well-deserved victory it is for the number 4 team. They dominated. They won at Rockingham earlier in the season after a battle between, and in fact, it was the same top 2 at Rockingham that finished in the top 2 here today. William Brock and Eli Bright. But the number 4 car dominates the night at Richmond International Raceway, averaging 84.4 miles per hour. Eli Bright second, third to Zachary Fitzwater. Fourth will go to Jay Jefferson. Sky Commons dropped to 5th. Cole Deaver, oh, what a points harvest he's going to get. 6th place in with Shelton finishing out of the race. That's going to end 28. That's going to be a huge points gain for Cole Deaver. Quentin Moore 7th. 8th will go to Seth Cole. 9th will go to Charles Sanford. And Becca Tellier will finish 10th. So 27 races are in the books, and we have I don't know how many we got left to go. I was trying to think. We got Dover is next on the tour. Then after Dover will be Martinsville, then North Wilkesboro, then Rockingham is next on then Charlotte, then Rockingham, Phoenix, and Homestead. So we got 7 races left to go in the season here in this 34 race series as they come off as we're rounding the far turn and heading for home here in this race for the championship. Here, going to the rest of the finishing order here for you here today. Nathan Orman comes up in 11th. 12th, we've got a Dylan Young. 13th, a TJ Dent. 14th, Joshua Osborne. He dropped back in the late laps of this race. Mitchell Collins finishing 15th in this race here today. Vince Almarego, 16th. Kyle Matthews damaged up in all cylinders, up 17th in this event here today. Jose Mills, 18th. Raleigh Spurley, 19th. And Simon Bloomfield dropped to 20th. He was up as far as 10th earlier in this race here today. James Henry, 21st. Diego Yepes, 22nd. Ryan Brommer damaged up in all cylinders at 23rd on the lead lap. And Zach Winkle was the last on the lead lap in 24th position. Cars a lap down or more. Dylan Poteet, Preston Plord, and Jesse Turner was 2 laps down. He was the last finisher in this race here today. Attrition list, 10 cars out of the race here today. Jessica Shelton, they're one of the big names out of the race here, and that's going to drop her back far. Just going to drop her back points-wise, too. She was second coming into this event. And she did not need that crash, obviously, here at Richmond here today. Ty Dent, 29th. 30th will go to Johnny Gardner. 31st, Keith Batson. Then Cat Batson, 32nd. And Gardner was another one top 10 in the points chase hit that got caught up in a crash. Keith was 31st. Cat, 32nd. So the Batsons finishing together, albeit not the way they wanted to. Zorland, 33rd. 34th was Nicholas Wade. 35th. Mike Becker, Rob Evans, and Paul Minnick rounds out the field. So Richmond was a bit of a wreck fest here somewhat here today, but do you think that's bad? Well, wait till we get to Dover, which is next on the tour for the running of the Peak Antifreeze 400. So that's going to be pretty interesting. Being here today, if you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NNSCRA gaming videos, whatever president of the NNSCRA South Dakota desires for this channel. And please be sure to check out the Last Miss Live series, the Coors Light Truck series, the Pizza Hut X series, and the Hershey's Cup series. Please be sure to check those races out as well on this channel, as well as Seth's brand new Skittle Super Speedway series. That's also on this channel as well. And of course, also check out our other NNSCRA series, including the Budweiser All Pro series and the Marvel Studios Cup series as well. And as always, some of the best offline series are under the NNSCRA umbrella, and you will not regret checking those races out as well. So that will do it here today at Richmond International Raceway. Congratulations again to William Brock, the winner of the Toyota Care 400. And for now, this is James Qualls in production of the NNSCRA. Offline racing at its best. We'll see you at Dover.